Hello everyone, this is part 8 of Computer Programming Language series. In this video, we will cover these contents: functions, benefit of functions, program of function call, important points about functions, call by value, and call by reference. Functions. A function is a self or contained block of code that perform a particular task. Library or predefined functions are those functions which are already defined in C library, for example, printf, scanf, str, cat function, etc. So library function or predefined functions means these are the built-in function, means already defined in C library. And the second is user-defined functions are those functions which are defined by the user at the time of writing program. These functions are made for code reusability and for saving time and space. For example, hello, fun, calculation, etc. So we can make any function. These are called user-defined functions. So user-define any kind of functions. Benefits of functions. It provides modularity to your program structure. First benefit is that. Second is it makes your code reusable. It means you you write some function code, and that function code you can use in another function. So we no need to again define the code. So this is a benefit of function. Next is in case of large program with thousands of code lines, debugging and editing become easier if you use function. So this is also important point of function. And the last one is it makes the program more readable and easy to understand. So these are the benefits of functions. Function definition. A function definition, also known as function implementation, should include following elements. Function name. The function name, we define any function, so the name of a function. Function type. Function type may be float, integer, character. The function may have type. List of parameters. The list of parameters declare in function. Um, any function may be with parameter or without parameter we can use. Local variable declaration. So inside the function we can declare some variables inside the function. So that is called local variable declaration. Function statements. So inside the function we declare some function statements like printf or any statements, and a return statement. And in last in function we return. Suppose we calculate the values in a function, so the result should be returned to main function. So here in function we should use return statement. So this is syntax of a function. Here function type. So we define a function type like float, integer type. Here function name, we use function name, and here we use parameters list. Here we use some parameter x, y, z, integer type, float type, etc. Here we use parameter, and this is curly braces open to function body. So here we declare some local variable declaration inside the function, and some executable statements, statement 1, statement 2, and a number of statements, one or many statements we can use. And here in last we must use return statements, because the result of this function return to main function. So return statement must be used. So this is the example of functions, how to write a function. So here we use float means type of declaration of function. Here is the function name is mul for multiplication, and float x and float y. So here these are the two parameters or two variables of functions. So here float result. So we declare some variable float type inside the function, and here we use result equal to x into y. So the two variables result will store in a result variable and the return result. So here should be return, here should be result. So the typing mistake is is here. Here should be result. Okay, instead of return. So we return the result to main function. Okay. So here is the return the result. Okay. So here is the typing mistake. Okay. So the another example of function void display void. So here is no parameter in the function. So here we write the some statement printf no type no parameter. Here we also write the comment no local variable. So we not declare any local variable inside the function, and here no return statement, and we also use a return statement. In this function we just call this function void display, and the print function just print or display the message no type no parameter, and control go to the main function. Okay, so here is no complicated process in this function. This is simple function. Program of function call. So this is how to function use and how to work function. So here we can understand by using this program. So void main. So function the control start from main function, and here the control go to inside the void main function and find out the message function. So this is the function we declare inside the void main function. The message function will call. So the control switch to the message function here. So the message function call here, and here inside the message function one statement right here printf this is PremnArya YouTube channel. So here this simple message will print first. So in this output this mess is PremnArya YouTube channel. This message first print, and when the executing the message function, so the void main function will go to in sleep mode because the message function is activate. After the message function completed the process or execution completed, the control go to the void main function again. So again the void main function activates, and the control go to on the last stage where the control pass and control go to message, and then message already called, and the control pass to the printf function. So this printf function just prints same simple message, you are watching YouTube video. So this message also print in output. So you can see in the output the second statement display you are watching YouTube video. So first this message will print because we use message function first, and then the this second message will print of the void main function. Okay, so I think you understand the logic, how to function use and how to calling the function. I think further you will also clear the about the function. Calling a function. Okay, so one more example of how to call a function. So here the program starts from main function, and control go to the first print the line printf I am in main function. So we see in the output the first statement will execute I am in main function, and then control pass to the daily function. So here we declare three functions: Delhi function, Mumbai function, and Pune function. The first function will call. daily function. So the control pass to the daily function. So here daily function will call. So inside the daily function here declare one statement, I am in Delhi. So this message will print. So here the in output the second statement display here, I am in Delhi function. Okay. So this Delhi function completed the execution. The control go to or control back to the main function, and in last time the in Delhi function the control over here, and after the next function will call Mumbai function. So the control again um, execute Mumbai function. So here Mumbai function will invoke or start the execution. Here Mumbai function will execution start. I am in Mumbai function. So the next statement will display I am in Mumbai function. Then the control will back in main function, and the next function will call Bhopal function. So here the Bhopal function will call. So during the Bhopal function call, the main function go to in sleep mode or suspend mode. We can say suspend mode. The Bhopal function will activate. Here the Bhopal function call here and print the I am in Bhopal function. So the last I am in Bhopal function, this statement will display, and after the completed Bhopal function, so the control back to the main function. So main function will activate, and these all functions completed. So the main function will exit the program, because only the main function will start the program and exit the program. So this is main function. Okay. So I think you understand the whole concept of how to call the functions. So these functions declare without parameters functions, simple functions we use here. So these are the simple statement execute one by one. So you can see in the output here. So important points we keep in mind. So, so any C program contains at least one function. It must be main function. So I think you have seen many programs in last videos. We use a program with main function. So in a program, one main function must be used or must be should be used. Okay, without main function, the program I think not run. So one at least in a program, one main function use in a program. The next point is that the C program contains more than one function, but program execution always begin with main function. Here, this is important point. All program we run, so the program execution begin with main function, means the main function start the execution of program and exit also the program. Okay, so the main function is a very important role, big role of the program, and we can also use multiple function, means after the main function we also use another function inside the program. So one function is main function, another function we can use one, two, three, or n number of function we can use. There is no limit of the number of functions that might be present in a C program. So here is also no limit. We can use the number of functions, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 functions, or 100 function, or 1000 function. So there is no limit to use a function in program. Each function in a program is called in the sequence specified by the function call in main function. Here, this point is tell us we should define the function sequentially, and sequentially means we define some first function is mul function, and second function is divide function, or next is the another function. So these functions sequentially used in the out of the main function. So after the main function, we call each function. So these each functions description should be described sequentially in which we declare in main function. Understand? So sequentially should be declare all functions. So when we the control easily call the function or execute the function, but there is no issue for the control, but it is a good programming of the programmer. Okay, so this is a good practice of the programmer. Okay, so after the last point is that after each function executed their task, the control return back to the main function. Okay, so the function execution completed. So the control go to the back or return to the main function. So the main function will exit the program or check the remain function. Any function not remain for execution, the main function will check check and after the check all function executed, then the main function will exit the program. So here this diagram shows how to pass the value from one function to another function and how to return the value. So this is the, suppose we understand this is the main function. Okay, so this is the main function, and we use some another function inside the main function. Suppose function 2 is the another function inside the main function, and the function to call by the main function. So here we call the function 2, and inside the function 2 these some statements execute, and the return the result will return to the main function. Here these arrow shows here is the we pass some values of the argument. So here this function pass some values to function, and the result of the function will back to the main function, means in this function. So here is the function return result return to the main function. So here we can also say two-way data communication between functions. Okay. So here is the important concept of call by value. So in call by value method, the value of the variable is passed to the function as parameter. So it means the value of the function will pass to the function. Okay. And the value of the actual parameter cannot be modified by the formal parameter. So the meaning is that suppose in the function we use some values like a equal to 10 and b equal to 20. So after the function execute, so the value will not change during the execution of the function. Okay, the value will same remain to the last last of the program. Okay. So the last point is that different memory is allocation for both actual and formal parameters, because value of actual parameter is copied to the formal parameter. Here in call by value, so use different memory location for actual parameters and formal parameters. Okay, so this is the example of call by value. Here we use some integer type value a, b, c, sum. So these are the variables. Here this message will enter any three numbers. Okay. Here we input some values by using keyboard a, b, and c. So here sum equal to call sum abc. So this is the function call sum abc. So here the call sum function declare here. So the call sum message function will active and call some message the function active, and the control pass to the call some function. And here this call some function will execution will start here. And here we use three variables x, y, and z. So the value we entered ABC, so the ABC value copy here, and this value copy to the call sum function into the x, y, z. Here is the another copy, means the value of the copy, value copy in the x, y, z. So this also occupy the different space in memory, and ABC store the value. This also occupy the memory in okay separately. So here this also the occupy the memory separately. Here we declare integer type of variable x, y, z. Here int d. So here we also take one more variable int d. Here d we store the result of x, y, z sum into the d. So here we return result of d. So because d store the result, so we return to d. So we d return to the again in the main function of call sum, and the call sum result will store in the sum function. And in the next the control will print the sum equal to the result of the sum. Here we see in the output, first of all this message will print enter any three numbers. So we entered three numbers 5, 10, and 15. Okay, 5, 10, and 15 scan the means stored via the scanner function a, b, and c, 5, 10, and 15. Okay, and these values will copy in ABC function, call some function in ABC 5, 10, and 15. And this same values will copy to the xyz call function, and this xyz will add, and the result will store in d function, and the d return to the call function, and this is print will print the sum of the result. Okay, so the sum of the result here, here is the this is the some typing mistake, because the 15 and 10 25 and the 5 is the 30. So here is the sum equal to 30. So here is the result sum equal to the 30. Okay, so sorry for the typing mistake. Here sum equal to 30. Program of call by value. So here call by value we use this program. So here we declare void swap int a int b. Here the comment is shows function prototype, also called function declaration. So we can also declare here globally function above the main function. Okay, here we use int m equal to 22 and n equal to 44. Here we use two values, m equal to 22 and n equal to 44. Here printf is just print the message values before swap, m equal to 22 and n equal to 44. So this message will print, and here we use swap m n. So this is the function we declare inside the main function, calling swap function by value. So here by values means we uh, assign the values 22 to m and 44 for n. So we pass these two values m or n to swap function. So the swap function will active or call, and here the swap function call, and the value will copy to the int a and int b into the swap function. And here we use another variable temp. Temp is just a temporary, and he where this is the whole process for swapping the value. So here we use temp equal to a. So a contain the value 22. So the 22 value will copy to the temp. So the temp store 22. Okay. Here a equal to b. Now we store 44 value. So the 44 value copy to the A. So here A, the latest value of A contain 44 value. Okay. And now b equal to temp. So b equal to temp. So temp contain will store content 22 value. So temp copy to 22 value to b. So here the value swap means a become 44 because first time a contain 22 values. So 22 value copy to temp function, and the b contain 44 value. So 44 value will copy to the A, and here V is equal to the temp value will copy to the B. So here is the we just swap the value, and the value after swap M equal to will print 44 and N equal to 22. So here this is the output. First the program run and print the value before swap. Value before swap M equal to is 22 because we use 22, and N equal to 44. Okay. So after the swapping this function, so the value will print in inside the swapping. This statement will execute print value after swap. So here exchange the value 44 m equal to 44 and n equal to 22. So I think you understand this is the swapping concept. This is the famous program of call by value and call by reference also. Swapping program is famous program. Okay. So I think you understand the whole process of the swapping or call by value. So we pass the original value to the function. So we call the call by value. Okay. Here call by reference. In call by reference method, the address of the variable is passed to the function as parameter. So reference means we pass the address of the variable to the function. Okay. So we not pass the actual value to the function. So the value of the actual parameter can be modified by formal parameters. Here, this is the different point of call by value. So here the value actual value can be modified by the parameter by the formal parameter. My formal parameter means by the function of the parameters. Okay. So here the same memory is used for both actual and formal parameter since only address is used by both parameters. Here this is also the difference between call by value, because in call by value the memory occupied by actual parameter is different memory occupied, and formal parameter occupied by different memory location. But in call by reference, the memory occupied same by actual and by the formal parameter. Okay. So here this is the example or program of the call by reference. So here we declare function void swap int. Here this is the pointer. Okay, pointer a and pointer b. So pointer will store the actual value of the parameter. So we will discuss later about the pointer. So we discuss the full video about the pointer, how to pointer use, how to pointer declare, how to pointer call, or how something like that. So here in by call by reference, so we use some pointer. So here we should use a pointer. Okay. So here the comment display function prototype also called function declarations. Here we declare the function. Okay. So here is the main function, and here is the similar we use the call by value int m equal to 22 and n equal to 44, and the printf just print the message value before swap m equal to 22 and m equal to 44. Okay. Here swap, here m% m and m%n. So we pass the address to the function, means this is m% shows the address of the variable. So the address of the variable is passed to the function, to the void swap function. So here we calling swap function by reference. So we call the swap function. Here call swap function will activate, and here we pass the address, but we use pointer. Pointer main work is to use the actual value, means we use the actual value 22 here and 44 here, because the ampersand m just store or pass the address of the memory location where the 22 value is stored. So it just pass the address, but pointer used to use the actual value of the variable. Okay, so here we use the same process for swapping int temp equal to, here we use pointer a, means we use original value of the swap function, so the original value will copy to the temp, and here we also use pointers. We can use original value to exchange to each other a to b. So we will swap to the 44 to the a, so a become 44, and b, the temp value will store b to the 22. Okay, and the print function print the message value after swap m equal to 44 and n equal to 22. Okay, so here we use pointer. So here the first of all we run the program here. So in the main function, the first this uh, statement will execute value before swap m equal to 22 and n equal to 44. Okay, and after the swapping function execute the value after swap m equal to 44 and n equal to 24. So this is possible via swap function, because we exchange the value in the swap function. Okay, so this is second output of the program. So I think you understand the concept of call via reference. So just difference is that call by value and call by reference. In call by value, we pass the actual value to the function, and here in call by reference, we pass the address of the variable to the function. Okay. So here, I think you understand the logic or concept of the function, how to function call, how to function use, how to pass the value to the function. Okay, so I think you understand all concept, but if you have any doubt, any query related to this video about the function, so you can write in comment box. So I will answer of that query. So thank you guys for watching.